Props to those of you who saw exactly what I was doing with that video. Props to you guys are smart. I actually thought that maybe just 3 or 4 people might have caught what I was doing with that video, but you guys surprised me. A lot of you guys are smart. But if you guys don't know it by now, if you haven't realized it, that video was a complete and total trap video. Because both sides of that footage were both Wii U footage. Some people caught that, a lot of you guys didn't. But notice in that footage how I never walked up to a door. That's why there are so many jump cuts. Because when you walk up to a door in that game, you know, the button icons pop up and you guys would have saw that it was both Wii U footage, whatever, see what I'm saying? And if you guys clicked read more in my description, I had a winking face, you know, at the bottom of the, you know, description or whatever. So those are 2 hints right there. But a lot of you guys still fell for it. And for those of you who still don't understand, pretty much I did that video just to expose people's biases. Pretty much. That's pretty much it. And for all you fools saying, oh, the PS3 version just looks so much better, blatantly better. Absolutely hilarious. Now, it works both ways. We also have some Nintendo fans saying the Wii U version is better. But one thing I noticed, and this is just an observation, one thing I noticed, you guys can go back and read this for yourselves, one thing I noticed about the Nintendo fans who said the Wii U version looks better, none of them said that it blatantly looks better. They all said that it looks slightly better, it looks slightly sharper, things of that nature. While the Sony guys were like, the PS3 version obviously looks better. I don't know, that's just something I noticed, random observation. But complete and total trap video. You guys remember back at E3 2011 when Nintendo showed the third-party multi-plat reel? And everybody's like, oh, that looks worse than the PS3 and 360 versions. And then, you know, Reggie comes out and he's like, that was 360 and PS3 footage. And then all those people look stupid as shit, right? Because they were under the assumption that it was Wii U footage, they automatically in their minds perceived that it looked worse simply due to the console they thought it was on. And it's just so funny how people will actually let their bias, like, you see what I'm saying, actually warp their visual perception. Absolutely astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. Now for you people on both sides who are like, oh, it looks slightly better, I'm not going to hold that too much against you guys because you did say slightly. But basically guys, the whole point of this whole thing is keep your bias in check. There's nothing wrong with having bias. I have a bias, you know, I've said it before. Everybody has a bias. Everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem arises when you let your bias get the best of you. When you let your bias warp your judgment, warp your perception. That's when the bias becomes a problem. We have people in the comment section saying there were things there that really weren't there. You guys made things up with your eyes based on what you thought was this version or that version. Let this be a lesson learned. And learn to keep your bias in check and under control. That's for this video, y'all. I'll see you fools later.
Kagemane no jutsu! どういうことだい？いつの間にこんな。前もってここに仕掛けを準備していただけのことだ。って何つけてんだよ！